Hello and welcome to the V for Vendetta unboxing video. This is a 2-year in the making project. It's the very first time that this project has been available on LP, so we're very excited about that. The score was composed by Dario Marianelli, who you might be familiar with. He's done a number of high-profile films, Atonement, Darkest Hour from last year. There's also a number of original tracks on the soundtrack from Cat Power, Anthony and the Johnsons, and Julie London. The Julie London track, you might recall, is a favorite of the character V, and he plays it in the film. There's also a track from Dario that features the 1812 Overture, so a shout out to Tchaikovsky as well. So this is the artwork, which features the famous Guy Fawkes mask. If you're not familiar with who Guy Fawkes was, we'll let Google do that. For the purpose of this video, this is the mask worn by V, who's the central character, along with Evie, in V for Vendetta. The mask has become a symbol of rebellion, might say, particularly used by the online group Anonymous, that group of anarchists. And yeah, just general symbol of rebellion. The artwork was designed by Gary Pullen, who is a renowned artist, actually just published a book of all his interpretations from famous movies, mostly posters. But he's worked on a couple album projects with us previously, Scream, and last year did Christine, John Carpenter's score. So this is the front cover, and this is the rear, which is sort of a silhouette of the, you might recall there's all those underground passages, and you can see from the brick on the side that, that's where he is, and his cape acts as sort of a silhouette, I guess, for the myriad of credits that are required when you do soundtrack albums, but it's a cool piece of art as well. So we have a package open, so I will move that into here. It is a wide spine, meaning it can fit more than one album inside, so I will pull out the 2 records. Standard white sleeves, but these are polyvinyl sleeves, so it protects against any scratches or smudges. The labels are thematic with the rest of the artwork. You might recall there being a clock tower in a seminal or pivotal scene in the film. I believe it's part of the Parliament building that V blows up. So spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the film. Again, reference to the clock tower. You can see V's face, or the Guy Fawkes mask, in there as well. So I mentioned the mask earlier. Now the problem with the mask, of course, is generally you need a string in order to hold it onto your face flush. But as delicate as vinyl can be, and how prone to warping vinyl can be, if we were to put a string in there, there would be a host of problems. So what we did instead was create a mask that had some special folds in addition to perforations. So the mask is basically identical to what's on the cover. It's a little bit larger, and it doesn't have the V for Vendetta logo on its forehead. But otherwise, it's got the perforations and the folds, and we actually have a guest that is wearing a mask that has been separated, so you can see what it looks like if worn. This mask is actually historically the most popular selling mask on Amazon during Halloween, selling in the hundreds of thousands. So it could be a cheap Halloween costume if you like, but more importantly, it's part of our 2 LP set, released for the first time ever, V for Vendetta. It releases in stores on October 5th. Be sure to get your copy.